Is fully agentic AI the self-driving cars of our generation? Since the time of the Jetsons, we've been promised that our cars will be able to drive autonomously. And after decades of burning billions in VC money, these cars can be found in some of our major cities. But this should concern you if you were in college circa 2015, when Ubers were $5 and we were listening to Tegan and Sarah. Because the reason why Ubers were so cheap was that investors thought if we cornered the market, we could find a way of eventually automating the drivers out, and this was how we were going to win. But that never ended up happening, and the price of an Uber skyrocketed. And the exact same thing is going to happen to fully agentic AI. Fully self-driving cars, completely autonomous, no human intervention. Fully agentic AI works independently, no human intervention. Can you see what I'm trying to get at? Fully self-driving cars work well when you are in controlled environments like the highway, but once you get into major cities where there's construction and lots of weird things happening, you begin to see weird behavior that we did not anticipate. And the same thing is happening with AI. It works perfectly well in a scoped problem, a problem that is so little and already has been well defined with the solution that already exists. But once you give it free rein, once you try to solve novel problems, you begin to see AI hallucinate in the most spectacular of ways. Both products only work on a very narrow margin. By the time you leave that margin, they begin to struggle. And don't forget, lots of VCs and major tech companies are burning billions to subsidize and keep on funding this idea because their hope is that if we get to AGI, it will somehow figure out how to fund itself. But just like self-driving cars, it is always happening this year, or maybe next year, or within the near future. And so far, we are still not just there yet. And honestly, with the current state of how technology is, we don't know if we will ever reach there.